have enough time to make it to all the events, do you? No. But you can always go here. But why miss it twice? Get Surf City highlights and stay engaged with your community. Surf City highlights.
It was an incredible few days in Huntington last week. The Surfers Hall of Fame, presented by Huntington Surf and Sport, was the starting point, with inductee, People's Champion Casey Wheat, receiving his place among the elite of surfing, an emotional tribute to a life cut way short at age 49, and a co-founder of the West Coast Board Writers Club. Representing the city of Huntington Beach, Mayor Kim Carr.
Those fortunate enough to spend time with him will always share that special bond.
Many, many friends and a generous public shared and shared and shared some more the ceremonial cement-filled history by his mom and dad and girlfriend doing the honors for Casey. But now the waves were calling Saturday as 6 points came in between Santa Cruz, San Clemente, and Huntington going into the final heat of the namesake West Coast Board Writers Wheat Cup Championship presented by Sport of Kings. It was all on the line. The word spread fast Saturday afternoon at the awards hotspot held at Pacific City that Huntington did it.
Well, I mean, God has a perfect plan, and it's going to work out the way it's going to work out. And I think Casey's spirit was with us today, and here we are.
Can't even believe it. So the first time we have this surf contest, Huntington Beach wins the whole kit and caboodle. It's absolutely amazing, and I feel like it's destiny. It was meant to be.
And Casey Wheat will never be forgotten. His legacy is going to live on forever, and I'm so proud of what him and his founding members have accomplished.
This is what Casey had in mind. He told me about this years before it happened, when he was still in trouble. This was his dream.
It was a story that could have only been written for Huntington, with Casey as its author, and now always etched in the history of the pages of expanding horizons in Surf City. For Surf City Highlights, this is Matt Liffring. It was the Rotary Club of Huntington Beach's first outdoor meeting away from Zoom and the telephone and into Central Park since COVID. So what's the word?
Without a better word, normal. And that's a fantastic thing. It's been such a weird time, and just trying to be careful and socially distance and be safe and healthy. We forgot how to live and actually be social. So it feels really good to be back and to see all of my friends and be in such a great place, the park.
The opportunity presented itself as the Rotary Club's first course of action was to do what the club does best: give.
Certainly, we wanted to present it because we got to meet in person finally after 14 months, but not only that, we love to support the Conservancy and give back to our environment.
The project and Rotary's involvement was a welcomed addition to the Conservancy.
We had a project that they were very interested in supporting, and the project is building and deploying nesting rafts for the Ridgeways Rail in the Bolsa Chica wetlands. And through their generosity and their efforts to help us build the rafts and deploy the rafts, we now have active nesting happening in several of those nesting rafts.
So we actually helped with labor hours as well to assemble the nests that were placed, and as well as donating $5,000 so that they can continue their work.
You know, it's all part of the big picture of what makes the Bolsa Chica Ecological Reserve such a special place. And it wouldn't be that way if it weren't for the dedicated service of volunteers and generous community members like the Rotary Club of Huntington Beach.
With program guest author and speaker Chip Marchbank, the first in-person get-together was successful. For the topic of polio, a long-standing Rotary Club issue and cause, and so much of the subject matter of Chip's own life.
It's wonderful to speak with Rotary about polio causes. It's the third time I've done it up in Northern California twice and here once to talk about my experience with polio and overcoming the disease, and Rotary is just phenomenal in dealing with it.
And local legend and Rotarian Bill Kettler thought it was great to be out.
Yes, it's great. Yeah, wonderful. It's so nice to be in surroundings like this.
Rotary Club of Huntington Beach, back at it, serving a community it loves. For Surf City Highlights, this is Matt Liffering.
There's 12 businesses in Huntington Beach. They happen to be franchised new car dealers. 12 out of 14,000 businesses. And those 12 businesses generate about 17% of the total sales tax generated in the city of Huntington Beach. It's an enormous amount of money. And every dealer member of our organization believes in the same thing, and that is you need to support the community that supports them. And that's what that's why we're here today, to pass on some of that love and generosity that is accumulated in the kind of business we have. So I'm going to conclude with this. There are 12 franchise dealers in the city of Huntington Beach. Total dealership sales in 2020 were $1.161 billion. New car sales were $73,600,000. Used car sales, $246,400,000. Service and parts and other is almost another $200,000. Average dealership collects over $5,700,000 a year in sales tax. $8.3 million goes directly to the city of Huntington Beach. So charitable contributions just from the 12 dealers in 2020 exceeded $618,000. That does not include the $250,000 that the Huntington Beach auto dealers share with the community.
We're not giving back to the community, we're not doing our jobs. The community surrounded us during COVID, during the recessions, and if we're not giving back to our community, and especially for this event.
Today I'd like you to know how much we appreciate you and what a difference you've made, so thank you.
And there's no greater example of that than the HB Auto Dealers and the groups that are represented here today. You really are the lifeblood of the city.
The Auto Dealers Association as a whole supports so many amazing causes, but to be selected this year and actually be a partner of Toyota Huntington Beach and both of the McKenna stores, Volkswagen and Subaru, a huge win for the kids.
So with that, I invite you to have a great lunch. It'll be a nice program recognizing 12 nonprofits, and enjoy.
What do you know about the course?
Just what the map says at the moment, and I've been here to Central Park a few times, but have never run around it. So it's a whole new experience on running around it and seeing what I see.
Happy 4th of July!
Hopefully we'll see you on the finish line.
Okay, yes, that's the plan.
Alan Armstrong, a regular around these parts.
Okay, I think it's time to start the parade. Here we go.
From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans, wide with